Hey everyone, today I'm playing Ben Jordan, Paranormal Investigator Case 1 Deluxe by Francisco Gonzalez. It's a remake of the original game and it has scored a solid 4 out of 5 cups. This is the first case of Ben and he travels to the Florida Everglades looking for something known as the skunk. This is a mysterious creature said to be a local variation on Bigfoot. Several people have been murdered, and Ben has been called in by a park ranger to investigate the possibility that the Skunk-Ape is involved. Relax and enjoy this commentary-free playthrough.
G-R-U-N-D. Ayah, saling Figurusa.
So you'd like to hear about how I got into this mess? How a regular guy ended up half a world away, unconscious in the backseat of a car belonging to a guy he thought he could trust but turned out to be his worst enemy? But maybe I'm getting ahead of myself. I should start from the very beginning. It's the best place, after all. My name is Ben Jordan. I was just your average college graduate, 22 years old, with no direction in life and a degree that got me nowhere except a sales job with a local bullseye. As a kid, I was in love with monster movies and anything to do with the paranormal. My family thought it was just a waste of time, except for my grandfather. Grandpa Arthur used to tell me ghost stories and legends he had heard while traveling through Europe in the 1920s. This really fueled my interest in the paranormal. By the time I finished high school, I was obsessed. I wanted to travel and see if the legends were true, but I had to put my dreams aside and go to college to appease my parents. I ended up studying international relations, which bored me to tears, so I passed the time by reading my books on the paranormal, listening to Pink Floyd, and dreaming of my ideal career. One day I was browsing the web and found a book called The Paranormal Investigator's Handbook by Professor Quincy Sanborn. I ordered it immediately and read it cover to cover the day it arrived. It was then that I decided I was going to become a paranormal investigator. So after graduating, I asked my parents to loan me some money, advertised my services on the internet, and sat back waiting for the cases to come rolling in. Of course, at the time, I had no way of knowing that the path I'd chosen was going to change my life, in more ways than one. My first case started off with me receiving a phone call, but not one I was very happy about. No, Mom, I told you. I've decided to become a freelance paranormal investigator. I know you think it sounds crazy, but just trust me on this one. I think I've seen enough episodes of The X-Files to know that there's something out there. Look, I have to go. I'll call you back in a few days. I don't understand. It's been 3 weeks since I posted about my services on those forums. You'd think someone would have called by now. Hello? Yes, this is Ben Jordan. Sir, please calm down. I can't understand what you're saying. A skunk-ape murdering people in the Florida Everglades? Okay, I'll go there as soon as I can. What did you say your name was? Ranger Morales. Okay, I'll see you soon. Goodbye. Well, that sure was weird, but I've got a case. Time to buy a ticket to Florida. Hello, I'm Ben Jordan. Are you Ranger Morales?
I'm afraid not, young man. I'm glad you've arrived, though.
What's the matter? Did something happen to him?
Come with me, and I'll show you. Well, here he is. We found him here about an hour ago.
My God, what did this to him?
It seems that this was the work of a creature that up until now was just a legend. A monster known as the Skunk-Ape.
I guess I'd better start my investigation then.
The mutilated body of the ranger is stretched out on the dirt. Feeling slightly nauseated, you examine the body more closely. The ranger is wearing a pair of standard olive green pants. You search through the ranger's pockets, but find nothing of interest. There seems to be a tuft of hair clutched in the ranger's hand. Maybe he pulled it off the skunk-ape as he was being attacked. You pick it up and place it in your purse. Did I say purse? I meant pocket. The ranger's midsection has been torn open by whatever attacked him. Several of his internal organs are visible. However, you notice that his liver seems to be missing. You'd really rather not handle another man's organs. The ranger's mutilated and blood-soaked body is stretched out here, the latest victim of the skunk-ape. The body is still warm. The ranger's face is twisted into an expression of sheer horror. Either his attacker caught him by surprise, or he's just shocked at the fact that his innards are currently on display to the rest of the world. Keep your fingers out of the ranger's face. Just because he's dead, that's no excuse for you to be rude to him. A large pool of blood is collected under the body. The blood feels wet.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine, just a little jumpy is all.
The water flows past ever so slowly. You can see why this place is called the River of Grass. The thought of sticking your hand in swamp water doesn't really appeal to you. Besides, there could be alligators in there. In the distance, you see a green roof belonging to a nearby building.
Excuse me.
Yes?
What can you tell me about the murders?
Oh my, they're horrible. Ranger Morales is the 5th person we've found in the past 2 weeks. Before that, we lost another ranger, a young woman named Rita Myers. There was also a vacationing couple who were camping out in the woods, and the first person we found was a teenage boy who had gone out hiking. All the bodies have had one thing in common. They're all missing their livers.
Missing the livers?
Yes. Our best guess is that the skunk-ape eats the livers.
Yikes.
When the whole problem started, we found a few deer here and there with their livers torn out, but then we started finding people, and the MO just carried over.
Tell me about Ranger Morales.
I didn't know him very well, but he seemed like a nice guy.
Do you know of any reason why he might have been attacked?
Not really, no. So far the murders have all seemed to be random. However, he's the first body that's been found so close to the main tourist area. The others have been further out in the woods. If this keeps up, we may have to close the park until something can be done.
What do you know about the Skunk-Ape?
I don't know any specific facts. The skunk-ape was always more of an urban legend. But I have heard a few things. What exactly would you like to know?
What is a Skunk-Ape exactly?
It's similar to a Yeti or a Sasquatch, but we call it a skunk-ape because its trademark is a horrible smell. Some have described it as being a mix of rotten eggs, moldy cheese, and dung.
That sounds unpleasant.
It is. But the good thing is that that characteristic will make it somewhat easier to track down.
I guess. Has anyone actually seen the Skunk-Ape?
The only ones who have are dead.
So there aren't any survivors or anything I could talk to?
I'm afraid not.
So if you haven't seen it, do you know what it looks like?
Not for certain, but the rumors of its appearance are all the same. It's supposed to be 7 feet tall, weigh about 300 pounds, and have a nasty temper.
Glad I asked. Are there any other animals in the park that might be capable of attacking people like this?
Not really. The Florida panther might be capable of it, but there's so few of them left it seems unlikely that they would be to blame. Besides, they usually keep to themselves.
Have you found any evidence as to what might be responsible?
The only thing we've found so far is a large footprint near one of the murder scenes.
I see. That's all for now.
Okay,
This is a nice park you've got here.
thanks. We rangers pride ourselves on keeping this state preserve as pristine and beautiful as we can. It's really a shame that our nation's wetlands are constantly disappearing.
Yes, I agree. Can you tell me how to get around the area?
Of course, this area isn't really that big. Over there you can see the roof of the visitors center. Near that is a ranger station, and of course there's the forest too. Here, take this brochure. It's got a map so you can find your way.
Thanks. Tell me about yourself.
Me? My name is Ernie. I've been a ranger here at Everglades National Park for over 30 years. I love nature. I guess it runs in my family since my brother moved out west to become a medicine man. Aside from that, I really don't know what else to tell you.
So, now that I know more or less what I'm dealing with, what do you suggest I do?
Well, that's a good question. Obviously, we need to find out why the Skunk-Ape has decided to start killing people, and stop it from doing so again. As a park ranger, I'm morally opposed to killing it, but as it has already taken more than one human life, that may unfortunately be the only solution. I think your best bet is to go out into the forest and see if you can find out if the Skunk-Ape has a lair, or someplace it stays regularly. Of course, you shouldn't go alone, but most of the other rangers have been too scared to go out into the woods since the killing started. I'd go with you myself, but I don't think I'm up for much excitement anymore.
You said most of the rangers were too scared to go into the woods. Are there any who aren't?
Well, there is one guy, Ranger Rick, but I don't know if he'll want to go.
Tell me about Ranger Rick.
He hasn't been working here very long, but he's one of our best rangers. The thing about him is he's extremely superstitious when it comes to nature. He might go into the woods with you, but he might have some weird reason for not wanting to.
Well, right now he's my best option. Do you know where I can find him?
He should be at the ranger station.
Thanks for all your help.
No problem. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to ask. You picked this rifle up on your way to Florida. You hope you make some good money off this case because buying it created a large void in your bank account. Your notepad and pen, saviors of your bad short-term memory. It's a tuft of Sasquatch hair and mange. You were given this brochure of the Florida Everglades, which conveniently includes a map of the area. You open up the brochure and look at the map. You were taught that if you couldn't say anything nice, you shouldn't say anything at all. And now is one of those times. The sign has the words, "Save the Wetlands" written on it in a dark red substance. The door goes into the visitor center. A large and old-looking tree stands majestically beside the visitor center. You're not particularly in the mood to go climbing at the moment.
That's a nice sign you got there.
Thanks. I painted it myself using my own blood.
I see. Hello.
Hey there, young man.
Tell me about yourself.
My name is Lloyd Daniels. I've been living in Florida for the past 20 years. I'm an active member in the community and a staunch environmentalist. Among the things I do are set up fundraisers, beach cleanups, and protests.
What exactly do you protest?
An impossible threat to the environment. You have no idea how angry it makes me to see environmental injustices committed. If I see someone so much as look at a tree the wrong way, I'll go off like a rocket.
You seem very dedicated to your cause.
And how?
Have you ever heard of the Skunk-Ape?
Oh, you mean that fabricated story to keep us out of the woods so the developers can bulldoze their way in here and build condos behind our backs?
So you don't believe it exists?
Of course not. Even if there was such a creature, it wouldn't be in the wild for long. Poachers would probably hunt it down for its fur, jewelry would be made from its teeth, purses from its hide.
I think I get your point. Did you know that the Skunk-Ape has been murdering people lately?
Well, it's about time.
Excuse me?
Man has been murdering nature for centuries. It's not surprising that nature has decided to fight back.
Are you saying it's justifiable homicide?
Now don't go putting words in my mouth, boy. All I'm saying is, maybe this is the wake-up call people need, regardless of whether or not some made-up creature is doing it.
Nice park, huh?
Nice? Nice? I don't see what's so nice about a bunch of rangers sitting around at their station eating sandwiches all day, while out here the wetlands continue to disappear by the minute.
I don't know, it seems like the Rangers are doing a decent job.
Ah, shows what you know.
See you around.
Hug a tree for me.
On the counter is a white mug. Written on it are the words, "My other cup is blue." The receptionist looks young, eager, and in desperate need of a haircut.
Hello.
Hello, and welcome to the Everglades National Park Visitor Center. How can I help you?
Do you know anything about the Skunk-Ape?
Can't say I do. I've never even heard of a skunk-ape before.
Oh, well, never mind then. Have you heard about the recent murders?
I think I overheard one of the rangers talking about it. But nobody around here tells me anything, since I'm just a receptionist. I'm pretty clueless when it comes to park gossip.
That seems a little unfair.
Maybe. But if people are getting murdered, I'd rather not know about it.
What can you tell me about the visitor center?
Well, everything in here is pretty self-explanatory. I guess I can tell you more about that display case over there, and the animatronic Mikasuki in the next room.
What's in the display case?
If you read the plaque, you can see that it contains fossils found near this area. Mainly it's just some alligator and shark teeth, and a couple of imprinted rocks.
Can I take a closer look?
I'm afraid not. We've had problems with tourists stealing the relics. That glass case is there for a reason, you know?
What can you tell me about the animatronic Mikasuki?
It's a robot of an Indian. It's tacky, politically incorrect, and it gives you a blessing if you put in a coin.
I see. Anything else?
It's broken, which is probably for the best if you ask me.
Tell me something about yourself.
What for?
I don't know, I was just being friendly.
If it's all the same to you, I'd rather not talk about myself.
Okay, fair enough. That's all the information I needed.
Enjoy your visit!
Interesting setup you've gotten here.
Yeah, the tourists seem to like it.
The receptionist probably wouldn't appreciate you messing around with his mug. The display case contains several fossils as well as some teeth. The plaque reads, "The following items have been found in or around this area of the park."
Hey, please don't touch the display case.
Oh, sorry.
It's a drinking fountain. You aren't feeling particularly thirsty at the moment. It's the door to the men's room. A large mirror hangs on the wall above the sink. You don't have time to play around with the mirror right now. It's a toilet. They're usually found in bathrooms, are made from porcelain, and are used in activities that are best not described in detail. You flush the toilet and get a strange satisfaction from doing so. In a fit of kleptomania, you decide to take the whole roll of toilet paper. You never know when it might come in handy after all. You don't need to wash your hands at the moment. There's no need to use the hand dryer, as your hands are not wet. The notepad feels crisp and new, and the pen feels like plastic. You open up the brochure and look at the map. The ranger station is a small shack-like structure. It seems the government doesn't send much of its funding this way. The door leads into the ranger station. Only you can prevent forest fires. It's a map of the Everglades. You don't think that poster would look particularly good in your room. No need to take it, you've already got one. The desk has a couple of drawers. Your curiosity begins to get the better of you. You search through the drawers and find a box of diuretic water pills. A comfortable-looking couch provides the rangers with a place to sit and take a break. A young ranger is sitting on the couch reading a book. This must be Ranger Rick. An old radio is blaring out some horrible blues tune. You were never really a fan of the harmonica.
Nice weather we're having.
Is it? Haven't been outside much today, I'm afraid.
Could I ask you about some stuff?
Sure, what's up?
You're Ranger Rick, aren't you?
Yes, I am. What can I do for you?
My name's Ben Jordan. I was called out here by Ranger Morales.
Oh, you're the Paranormal Investigator guy, aren't you?
That's me. Ernie told me I should talk to you.
Okay, so talk to me.
What can you tell me about the Skunk-Ape?
It's terrorizing the woods, that's what.
Anything else?
Not really. I don't think I could tell you more than Ernie probably already has.
Is there anything you can tell me about the recent murders?
Terrible, aren't they? It's bad enough to lose your co-workers, but when the public are victims too, it becomes a whole different story. Hopefully something can be done before anybody else dies so horribly. But then that's what you're here for, isn't it?
Ernie suggested I should find someone to go into the woods with and try to track down the Skunk-Ape. He said you were the guy I should go to.
Well, Ben, I'd love to go with you, really I would. But with the sudden appearance of the Skunk-Ape, things in the woods haven't exactly been in balance lately. I wouldn't feel right going out there without some protection.
I've got a rifle.
No, I didn't mean that kind of protection.
Well, I guess we could look for a pharmacy or something? But I should tell you, that's not my thing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with...
Ben, I'm talking about a nature amulet.
Oh, a nature amulet, of course. What's a nature amulet?
It's an amulet that wards off evil spirits. spirits and attracts good-natured spirits.
So if I can get you one, will you come with me?
Sure,
Okay, so how do I do it?
it's complicated. Nature amulets just don't grow on trees, you know. The base is made from an ancient earth object, like a bone or a rock. You'll need some animal hair to make a string so the amulet can be worn. And the amulet needs to be blessed by a shaman. Got it?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. What's that you're reading?
It's part of a series about this kid who wants to be a professional fish tank cleaner.
That sounds fascinating.
This one I'm reading is part 5, where he goes to Bangladesh.
Is it any good?
Not really. It's surprising, since the author took so long to write it.
Well, I hear that tends to happen a lot. That's some nice music you're listening to.
It's the only radio station we get out here. But even this music is better than no music, in my opinion.
So what's it like to be a ranger?
I like it. It's a fun job. The pay could be a little better, but then the government doesn't send much money our way.
Okay, I'm going now.
Take it easy.
You haven't got time to sit down right now. You try to change the station, but see that the knob is missing. It's a box of P-Rex brand diuretic water pills. You open up the brochure and look at the map. You take the opportunity to slip a water pill into the receptionist's drink when he isn't looking. It quickly dissolves. The receptionist takes a big gulp from his mug. For a while, nothing much happens, but then...
Oh man, that water went right through me. Excuse me a second, will ya?
The plaque won't budge. You begin to lift up the glass, but just as you're about to take something from inside...
Hey, please don't touch the display case.
Oh, sorry.
Darn, there has to be some way to get him out of the room for longer. With childish delight, you toss the entire roll of toilet paper into the toilet bowl. You flush the toilet. Oh dear, it seems that your throwing the toilet paper into the toilet has caused it to become clogged. You don't want to give that away. The receptionist You take the opportunity to slip a water pill into the receptionist's drink when he isn't looking. It quickly dissolves. The receptionist takes a big gulp from his mug. For a while, nothing much happens, but then...
Oh man, that water went right through me. Excuse me a second, will ya? Oh, I don't believe this. The toilet is broken. I have to find some place to pee. Thank goodness for that tree over there.
What the? Hey! Just what in the name of Gaia do you think you're doing?
Well, the bathroom isn't working, so I thought I'd just...
Drown this poor tree in your vile waste product? How would you like it if someone decided to relieve themselves on you?
I guess I wouldn't.
Of course you wouldn't. I suppose you think it's okay just because it's a tree.
Well, I mean, it's not like you can feel it.
Oh, is that what you think? I've got some information for you, sonny boy.
The man proceeds to yell at the poor receptionist, who looks as though he fears for his life. This could go on for quite some time. Since the receptionist is currently occupied, you swipe a shark tooth from the display case. The receptionist probably wouldn't appreciate you messing around with his mug. The hair is too short and bristly to be woven into a necklace. You'll need to find a way to keep it together. You quickly take the sign into your possession. The sign reads, "Save the Wetlands." The signpost's end has been filed down to a point. It's pretty sharp. You open up the brochure and look at the map. A large tree stands here, casting a shadow over the rest of the area. You notice a few holes in the tree's bark where there's some dried sap. The tree's bark feels slightly sticky from the dried sap that is collected on it. A few blades of grass are growing out of the ground here. You have no use for grass. An enormous tree has been uprooted and overturned. You wonder if this was caused naturally, or if it was the Skunk-Ape's doing. You see nothing of interest around the overturned tree. The sap on the tree is dry. You can't get it to stick to the hair. Feeling no remorse, you viciously stab the tree with the pointed end of the picket sign. If the environmentalist saw what you were using his sign for, he'd kill you. A steady flow of sap is oozing out of the hole you made in the tree. Being careful not to get any on your hands, you soak the hair in the sap. You manage to weave the sticky hair into a necklace and attach it to the shark tooth. You've put your craftiness to use and constructed a nature amulet. You open up the brochure and look at the map. It's a coin slot, presumably for putting in coins. There seems to be something stuck in it. That doesn't seem to work. There's nothing in the coin return at the moment. That doesn't seem to work. You stick the pen into the slot, and whatever was blocking it falls through the machine and into the coin return below. It seems your tampering with the coin slot has activated the robot.
Hello, welcome to Everglades National Park. I am Sharpen Sawgrass, the shaman. For your generous donation, I will now give you good fortune by performing the blessing dance.
The robot begins some horrible gyration. This really is the most insulting thing you've seen in a long time. You've put your craftiness to use and constructed a nature amulet. You place the amulet in the robot's hand. There's no need to do that. The slot is empty. This is where return coins are deposited, hence the rather fitting title of coin return. Currently, it's got some stuff in it. You reach into the coin slot and find a quarter and an odd little piece of carved rock. With the amulet on the robot, you insert the quarter and hope this does the trick.
Hello, welcome to Everglades National Park. I am Sharpen Sawgrass, the shaman. For your generous donation, I will now give you good fortune by performing the blessing dance.
After the robot concludes its little jig, you remove the amulet from its hand. It hasn't exactly been blessed by an authentic shaman, but you hope Rick won't notice. The poster features a rather boring illustration of the water cycle and its importance to the park's ecosystem. You're no science thief. Leave the poster alone. The window offers a fantastic view of an adjacent lake. You don't want to give some poor janitor a hard time by smudging up the glass. You open up the brochure and look at the map.
Here, I got you your amulet.
Hey, great. Okay, we'll be ready to go as soon as I get a few supplies together.
I'll meet you outside the station in a few minutes then.
Here we are. This area is where we found all the other victims of the Skunk-Ape.
And we're going to camp here?
Yeah, the Skunk-Ape is probably nearby. I think this will be a good place to start tracking him from.
How exactly are we going to find him?
We'll go out looking for him later. In the meantime, I'm gonna start setting up the tent. You can look around if you want, but be careful you don't get lost. It may not seem like it, but it's really easy to lose your way out there. In fact, here, take my compass. It should come in handy.
Thanks, I guess.
It's Rick's trusted stainless steel compass. He gave it to you so you wouldn't get lost. It's an arrowhead, carved from what appears to be flint. It's a log. It looks like it's been here for a while. The log can't be moved. Rick brought along his backpack, presumably where he's keeping the supplies. You look through Rick's backpack and find a small bottle of nasal decongestant.
Hey, Rick, mind if I borrow this for a little while?
Not a problem. Be my guest.
Rick is currently setting up the tent. The tent is in the process of being assembled. Rick is busy with the tent. Don't mess around with it. It's a stump. It looks like it's been used as a seat before. It feels like wood. It's a bottle of nasal decongestant. The label says not to overuse it. You don't see the need to use the decongestant right now. You squeeze the bottle gently, and a squirt of liquid shoots out. Fun? You spray the nasal decongestant in your nose and take a deep breath. That sure cleared out your sinuses. Taking a deep breath, you notice a strange odor which seems to be coming from the west. You take a deep breath. You think you smell something to the north. You inhale deeply. There's definitely something smelly to the east. You take a deep breath. You think you smell something to the north. Taking a deep breath, you notice a strange odor which seems to be coming from the west. Getting a lung full of air, you determine that there's an odor coming from the south. Taking a deep breath, you notice a strange odor which seems to be coming from the west. take a deep breath. You think you smell something to the north. Taking a deep breath, you notice a strange odor which seems to be coming from the west. It's a large mound made from dried leaves and grass, plastered together with mud. It definitely isn't natural. Someone, or something, built it. It's you, Ben Jordan, on your first case. Exciting, isn't it? A dark entrance leads further into the mound. You can smell a faint but foul odor coming from within. Upon entering the mound, you're struck with a distinct odor of rotten eggs, moldy cheese, and dung.
Man, it stinks in here. I guess I found the Skunk-Ape's lair.
There's a small pile of bones on the ground. They look distinctly human. You don't want anything to do with the bones. They give you a very uneasy feeling. On the wall are some dark red stains. You suddenly get a sick feeling in the pit of your stomach. In the center of the lair is a large hole. Unfortunately, it's too dark to see how deep it is or if there's anything in it. A large pile of dried grass and leaves is assembled in the corner. This must be where the Skunk-Ape sleeps, especially if the smell is any indication. Searching the nest, you find a large stick. It's not a very good idea to stick your hand into dark and potentially dangerous places, so you don't. Striking the steel compass and flint arrowhead together creates a spark. You strike the compass and arrowhead and light the stick with the resulting spark. Your heart beating quickly, you toss the lit stick into the pit.
What's the matter, Ben? You look like you've seen a ghost.
I found the Skunk-Ape's lair.
Was it inside?
Luckily, no. But I looked around and found a big hole in the ground. Inside the hole, I found a whole bunch of packets of cocaine.
Cocaine? Are you sure?
Well, I doubt the Skunk-Ape is collecting sugar.
Why would there be a stash of drugs in the Skunk-Ape's lair?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Well, good job on your discovery, Ben. I'm sure we'll figure out the deal with the drugs.
So what do we do now?
We should check out the lair together, but I think we should wait until dark, just in case the Skunk-Ape is around. We have a better chance of not being detected under the cover of darkness.
Okay, sounds good to me.
I've just finished setting up camp. Why don't you get a fire started and we'll cook some dinner?
Alright, I'm on it. And I realized that a career in international relations wasn't what I wanted, so I decided to become a freelance paranormal investigator.
That's an interesting career option. I don't think there'd be much call for that sort of thing nowadays. But then here you are, so I guess you made the right choice.
I've been wondering about something. Has the Skunk-Ape ever been active before this set of attacks?
Not that I can remember. I mean, there were stories about it, but never any actual evidence of its existence.
It's weird that it would just start attacking people for no reason. Well, maybe not no reason. There has to be some explanation for the drugs in the cave.
Speaking of which, I think it's about time we headed over there and checked it out. Have you got your rifle handy?
Yeah, I've got it right here.
You know how to use it, right?
Well, no, actually. I've never really fired a gun before.
You better let me carry it then, just in case we get into trouble.
Okay, here you go.
Alright, let's get going. So this is it, huh?
This is it.
Are you sure it's a good idea to be going in alone?
If the Skunk-Ape is in there, I'll just come back out.
Okay, I've got you covered.
Much to your relief, you see that the Skunk-Ape has not returned to its lair yet. Suddenly, you hear some commotion outside.
Rick!
Be careful, Ben. This thing means business. Alright, you stinking ape. Get ready to meet whatever crazy entity made you.
What? You're going to shoot it?
Do you know how much the Smithsonian would pay to have one of these things on display? I can make enough money to get out of this swamp and start a real life.
But I thought you said you liked being a park ranger.
You try spending your days being bitten by mosquitoes and lectured by smelly old hippies and tell me how you'd like it. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to shoot this animal.
Rick, look out!
What the?
After running for what feels like hours, you finally seem to have lost the Skunk-Ape. Now it's just a question of finding your way out of this forest. There seems to be a steady plume of smoke coming from somewhere to the north. The welcoming light through the window suggests that someone is home. It's a shabby wooden door. It's a large stone chimney. Seems you found the source of the smoke. The chimney feels like stone. You don't think the cabin's inhabitants would appreciate you knocking on their window. You decide to see if anyone is home.
Just a minute. Now who could that be at this time of night? Who is it?
My name's Ben Jordan. I'm being chased by a giant monster.
Oh yeah, that sounded perfectly reasonable.
Crazy kid. Alright, hold on a sec. Come on in.
Thanks, sir. I really appreciate you letting me in.
Call me Jed. You ain't from around these parts, are you?
No, actually, I'm not.
So what are you doing out in the woods this late at night?
Have you ever heard of the Skunk-Ape?
Did you say the Skunk-Ape was chasing you?
Yeah, you know about it?
Boy, you've been living in the woods as long as I have. You've seen everything. How'd the Skunk-Ape find you anyway?
Well, I found him, actually. I was looking for his lair with a ranger from the park.
I see. And did you find it?
Yeah, we were looking into that when the Skunk-Ape showed up and killed the ranger.
You don't say. Well, Ben, I'm gonna go call a friend of mine. He'll be able to help you get out of here and back to safety. Make yourself at home in the meantime. I'll be right back.
Jed disappears into the next room. You're left with a somewhat uneasy feeling, particularly because you thought you noticed his attitude change a bit when you mentioned the Skunk-Ape's lair. There's a medium-sized wooden chair on a rug in front of the fireplace. A large fire is crackling in the fireplace. It's a fireplace made of stones. You haven't got time to sit down in front of the fire right now. While you do have a slightly uneasy feeling, you'd rather see what you can find out about this Jed character before leaving. You don't want to burn yourself. You'd rather not get too close to the fireplace.
Well, I guess I should have told you not to come in here when I said make yourself at home.
Wait a minute, those were your drugs in the Skunk-Ape's lair?
That's right. I was wondering how you'd managed to get away. Usually the Skunk-Ape manages to protect my stash from anyone who gets too close.
So you've been using the Skunk-Ape to guard your drugs? How?
It's pretty simple, really. I go into the city and steal the drugs for myself off the ships in the port. Then I hide them out here in the middle of the woods where the police wouldn't think to come look. One day I happened to find the Skunk-Ape's lair. It was going to do me in until I remembered I had some cocaine in my pocket.
Don't tell me you...
Yeah, I gave the Skunk-Ape a little taste and he loved it. From that day forward he was like a big stinky pet.
That's so cruel.
So I took advantage and started using his cave. I even managed to get an electronic collar on him so I could give him a little shock if he gets out of control. Or if I need to give him a call. Like right now.
You're a sick bastard, you know that?
I've been called worse. Now say hello to my little friend.
You have no interest in the cocaine. Leave it alone. Thinking quickly, you lunge towards the table. Ben, you back already? What happened?
It's a long story, but the Skunk-Ape won't be a problem anymore.
What about Rick?
He... didn't make it.
What a shame. Well, I guess you've done your job, so I'll write you a check for your services.
Thanks, Ernie. I'd stick around, but I'm in a desperate need of a shower.
Alright, Ben. Take care of yourself.
So that's how I broke into the whole paranormal investigating thing. And managed to survive it. Needless to say, the next few months will be filled with more mysteries and danger than I ever thought possible. But those are stories for another time.